Alrighty guys, well I've done some more work on the Mercury. Been calling it the Merc because it's for short. I'll just show you what I've done. Uh, if you look right there, that's power steering fluid because my power steering pump is very leaky. I've got it unhooked for now. It's just sort of sitting there. Uh, if I was running the car, I wouldn't have it sitting there. I'd have it bolted up here, but I wouldn't have the belt on it. I don't have it connected because I don't have an alternator right now, and no alternator means I can't run my fan, and that means no cooling system. So that's what that deal is. I did order an alternator like a week ago, but I never went and got it. Uh, I had to spend money on some other things, other priorities. So sorry, Napa. I never came and got it, and I never came and paid for it. So uh, they had a special order that thing too. Like they had to ship it here and everything. As you can see, I bought a new master cylinder. It's not really hooked up yet because it leaks like crazy. New air filter. I changed the oil, which that was a huge task. Let me tell you about that. Me and my neighbor probably spent 3 days trying to get the old oil filter off. Um, it just would not come off. It was so hard. It was just. We ended up getting it off with like one of those. It looks like a big C-claw, but it has sharp like clamps in the middle, and it was like it had long handles, and we gripped it, and it took that filter right off. So that's good. I've got to get a new oil pressure sender because that's looking a little cruddy. I need to get a lot of new things, but one thing at a time. The issue with this is um, it's not sealed correctly or something, and hold on, let me get you to focus. It's not sealed correctly, and when you press the pedal, it just shoots fluid out of there. And I'll show that to you right now. If I can get it to stay up. So yeah. As you can see, I've got a leaky fitting. Get you focused. It's coming out the bottom right there. That's where it's coming out, right there. I just know it needs a new fitting. This line is actually pretty solid, but I'm not going to mess with it because I plan to replace all the lines on the car. I found a kit on eBay somebody makes for 60s Ford, Mercury, and I think it was something else, but I'm not sure what it was, but it was Ford, Mercury, and something else. They make brake line kits. All the brake lines are cut to length, and like the fittings are already on there. You just have to bend it to where it'll fit the car, and you have to put it on yourself. But it's only $70. Actually, 64, but it may be free shipping. I think it is, which that's good too. Yo, I apologize for my heavy breathing. I have asthma, and I've had it since I was little, so I probably sound gross with my heavy breathing in my videos, but it's not on purpose. It's just I've got a little bit of asthma, so I apologize for that. I know it's annoying because when I watch videos of people breathing heavy, it just gets on my nerves. So bear with me. Um, Pretty much that's all I've done under the hood. So let's close that. That's such a satisfying sound right there. Another thing I did was I got the interior lights to work. Um, Beforehand, like when you open the doors, like nothing come on, nothing came on, nothing worked. I found the issue with that was the fuse panel down here, right there. There wasn't a fuse in it for the dome lights and all that stuff. So let me cut this off. It's not supposed to be on, but there wasn't a fuse for it, so I figured, well, since the radio only picks up one station, and I probably won't even use it, I took the fuse out for the radio and put it in for the dome lights. And voila, they work. I don't need to run my battery down, so I'm going to close it. Surprisingly, it was an easy fix. Y'all, it's humid out here. It's been storming all day, and it's just, air is real thick. This Mississippi air is just, it chokes you. Okay, so here's what I've done here. This is the door jamb switch, and if you don't know what these do, they go in here, and like every car has them, when you open the door, the switch opens, and the inside lights come on. Well, I thought both switches were bad. That one's still good, apparently. This one is not. It's broke. What I figured out was, well, first, the issue beforehand was the lights would stay on when you shut the door. And, like, I was puzzled earlier. Like, I did not know what was causing that. But surprisingly, it's an easy fix. I just unhooked the switch, and now the lights stay off when you shut the doors. So what I'll do with these is I'll probably put some electrical tape over them and just stick them back in there in the hole. I'll get a new switch at a later date. But yeah. Other things I've done so far is about a week ago, I cleaned out a huge like squirrel slash mouse nest or rodent nest out from underneath the dashboard. Like it. I'll try to show you if I can. I didn't get all of it out. Crap. Sorry about that. I didn't get all of it out, as you can see, but I got a lot of it out. Like, it was so much. Like, this whole floor pan was filled about a couple inches tall with string and straw and hay and just other bull crap. But yeah, that's clean now. I didn't vacuum it out. I just grabbed that stuff and threw it in the trash can. So yeah, glad I got the lights working. That's the map light or reading light. Here's just another view of the car. But yeah. I'll tell you what, I love these wheels. They've got some pitting and rust on them. But, I mean, with their Magnum 500s and with the blue center cap, they just look great on this car. Let me step back, get you a look. I'm going to show you this. I have the center caps for these for the front wheels, but they don't fit on here because this darn cap for the I don't know what it's called. The cap just sticks out way too far, so they don't fit on there. I'll have to see if I can find some shorter caps or something. Oh, I just remembered something. Another issue I'm going to have to fix is brake lights. On these old cars, they used what's called a pressure switch. When the fluid pressure of the brake fluid closed the switch, and that was your brakes. Well, on the old master cylinder, let me get you to focus right here. On the old master cylinder, it screwed in right here. Like there was a hole drilled and tapped, and it screwed in right here, and these two green wires ran up here. They had a connector on them. They connected to that switch, and when you press the pedal, the fluid pressure would turn the lights on. Well, first off, do you see a hole in that? And do you see a hole in that? I don't think so. So that's cast iron, and I'm not sure if you can drill and tap cast iron. So I have to run new brake lines anyway, so I might just add in like a link of some sort that you can screw that switch into, because I've seen it done, and that may be my problem solved. As for these wires, they've seen better days. Squirrels got after them. Bet you this would happen. This car did sit in the barn since '86, so I wouldn't doubt it. It should be an easy fix. I know how to solder, so I think though to get to it, I'm gonna have to. I need to move these hoses, and I'm not sure if that harness comes up or not. Let me see. It's down there somewhere. Let's see if I can get you a better view. Yeah, right there. Yeah, I'll have to pull this up some, and I'll just cut and strip the ends off of these wires, and I'll just solder new wires to the existing ones, and that'll be the fix for that. But yeah, these wires are pretty chewed up, and I should tape them off because they've got electricity running through them right now. But I'll worry about that later. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I haven't made many videos on it, but it's because it's a slow work in progress. I work a lot, I do a lot, I'm a busy person. Darn light is on again. But yeah, that's me pressing the switch with my feet, so it does work. I'll be posting more videos on this car, mainly more when the school year starts back, because right now I have to save money for parts, and I've got a loan to pay back, and I don't owe much on it, but I have to get it paid back. So priorities come first, wants come second. So yeah. And guys, I don't think this car is far from being on the road. I really don't. Once I get the brake lines fixed and the brakes working as they should, it'll be road ready. It's not going to be perfect and it's not going to function 100%, but it'll be drivable. And I actually don't have my license yet. I get it in September this year. at the end of the month. So that'll be exciting. Uh, I should definitely have this on the road by then. If I don't, then I will, but I hope I do. And I just want to show you, when I got the car, it had 119,771 miles on it. Well, I've driven it around the yard so much, I've put 4 miles on this car. And a half a mile, apparently. Or no, 1.5 tenths, I guess you could say. These odometers don't read, like it says 19,755, 775. But that's because back then they didn't expect cars to go more than 100,000 miles. So that's why it only reads that many. And I see dust, and I don't like dust. So yeah, another potential issue I need to fix is I did change the oil, and that did bring the oil pressure back up, but I did run it enough to where, like when it heats up a little bit, it sort of reads on the low side. And I've read the owner's manual, and it says it's normal. Like when you're at a standstill, it'll sort of read a little below. Like when you press the gas, it'll get faster and faster. Like it'll go higher and higher. But yeah, I don't know about that. Uh, I need to find my knob for my window switch. That's for the back window that rolls down. I think I have it in the glove box. I just don't have a screw for it. Here's your headlights. Once is parking lights. Twice is headlights are on. And the way you work the high beams are that switch right there on the floor. You click it. This vent is stuck, but they're 4 vents. They open up, and when you're driving, air just scoops into the car. And this vent opens for that side, so that's good. You got your cigarette lighter, ignition, your heat controls, your heater speed control, AM radio, clock, glove box, air conditioner, park air. These are your horn buttons, but the horn doesn't work. That's another issue I've got to look into. My glass is falling up. I don't know why the horn didn't work. When I first got the car, you could hear the relay click, the one that's underneath the hood. When you press it, it would click, but the horns wouldn't sound. But now, the relay doesn't even click, so I don't know. It's just something I've got to look more into. A horn's not really necessary, but I want to fix it because I'm really curious what this horn sounds like. You know, it's a big old car, and I just want to know what it sounds like. I haven't started the car in about 2 weeks, and I'm not going to start it either, just because I don't want to. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to work on the car as much until school gets started because I've got to save money for parts. I plan to just save up all my money. Half of my money goes to that loan to pay back, and half of it goes to car parts or my wallet for friends and stuff. So I should have enough. I use Rock Auto to get my parts, and online, like they save your stuff you put in your cart. So like, if you slowly build up like a parts list or something, and you just you can close your internet tab and all that stuff too, and you go back to Rock Auto and it'll still be there. So that's one thing I like about Rock Auto. And right now I've got a total of $400 worth of parts. Well, no, maybe 300. It's 300 and something worth of parts in my cart. Um, I bought in my cart. I've got wheel cylinders, brake hoses. Um, what else? I forgot. Wheel cylinders, brake hoses. I've got a self-adjuster linkage kit, self-adjuster repair kit for this wheel. The self-adjuster, it's like a, well, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but at the top of the wheel cylinder, there's a cable, and it goes from here to a guide, and that guide directs the cable down here to the bottom of the two shoes. And these brakes on this car are self-adjusting, so you don't have to adjust them. So when the brake shoes close, that pulls them back out and stuff. But the cable and that guide are missing off of this side. The cable's there, but it's broken, and the guide is not there at all. So I've got one of those, and I need to look at that wheel and see if it needs one too, because I hadn't looked at that one yet. Also, I've got new door jamb switches in the cart. I've got a bunch of new light bulbs, mainly for the instrument panel because half of them don't work. I've got new brake light bulbs because this bulb is new and it is 2 times brighter than the old ones. And I'll just show you that. Why not? Let me roll this one down. Alright. See what I mean? 2 times brighter. So I got wheel cylinders, brake hoses, bulbs, switches, self-adjuster, repair kit, wheel cylinders. Let's see, what else do I have? I've got. I'm having a hard time remembering what I put in the cart. Spark plugs, points, rotor. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. And all that stuff totals like $323, and that's like with shipping and everything. That's the total. And I'm happy to pay that price because honestly, like if you go to AutoZone or O'Reilly's or something, one wheel cylinder is like $20. I'm not complaining, but why spend 4 times the amount when you can get one for 1/4 of the amount? So yeah, do it smart, not hard. And Rock Auto does use quality parts. They use like the wheel cylinders are like Dorman and Centric and Air Texan wheels, and those are all the same exact brands you'd get from the parts store. So yeah, I wish I could clean the seat up a little bit more, but I've tried, and it's been sat in more than the rest of the seats have, so it's a little dirty. There's my duct tape work on the seat. I need to get some mirrors for it too. I was watching a video earlier, and because I wanted to see where the mirrors would go on this car, uh, they had them either here or like here. Like it was bolted here or like here, and I'm not sure where I'd want mine. I'm gonna get like the round mirrors to put on here. I think those will look good on here. Kind of looks funny without mirrors. It just looks fat. And then you got the roof. That's the whole cab is like just in the middle of the car. Oh, and good news. I found the keys to the trunk and the doors. I don't have them; they're in the house. But inside the trunk is the trunk floor is solid, but the lip of the trunk, especially on the back, right here by the bumper, like it's non-existent. Like it's there, but it's really crusty, and it needs to be replaced. The lip on the sides and up there and stuff, it's not perfect, but it's solid. Like I took my finger and I pushed the rust away on the lip, so that's going to have to be fixed. I'm not sure how much it's going to cost, but I'll worry about that when I get the thing painted. And also, I found another issue. Wouldn't you be surprised? Right here. This leaf spring mount is rusted half away. It's still bolted on there because it bolts through the frame. This bolt does, but it is not connected at all. And there's a lot of crud up there. And I was looking for that Teflon tape. And this car has a 9-inch rear end, and you can tell because it unbolts from this side. So if you want to replace the fluid or anything, you have to take out the drive shaft to do it, which I need to anyways. Oh, another thing in my car is a rear seal for the transmission, because my transmission leaks, but that'll be fixed with a new seal. But yeah, I need to get this fixed. I'll do that as soon as I get the car rolling. I'll take it to a local collision repair shop. They do paint and body work too, and I'm sure they could easily fix this. I hope they can easily fix it. And their rates are like $85 an hour, and it shouldn't take but 2-3 hours to do this. Maybe it shouldn't even take that long, but you know how body work is. It takes way longer than it needs to. But yeah, the top part of it is solid. I think they could. I'm not familiar with welding or anything that much. I am a little bit, but I'm sure they could like cut the rest of this off, make it even, and they could fabricate up a bottom piece and a piece that goes up here, and they could weld it all together and paint it, and that'll be good. So yeah, this whole thing is just flimsy. Here's Dolly. Alright. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was long. Long. But I like giving you something to watch. So, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I really do apologize for my breathing. It probably sounds horrible. I've got asthma. And I just breathe heavy. And I'm sort of self-conscious about it. A lot of people ask me why I breathe so loud, like in person, like not on YouTube, but some of my friends would be like, why are you breathing so loud? And I just say, I've got asthma. So yeah, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. You'll definitely see more of this car soon. Maybe not as much through the summer, but when school starts and stuff, I'll be making more videos on it. Another thing, I bought new wipers for the car, but apparently they're not the right wipers for this car, because this car uses, I'm not sure what kind of connector those are, but those wipers don't fit. Good thing they were cheap. So yeah, I'll probably, and plus I kind of want chrome wipers again anyways. And I was also thinking about unscrewing these, the vent things, and painting them black. I have some black engine paint left over. I might throw on there. But yeah, like I said, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Um, so yeah.